What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is the one and only Cjthecheesedj here, and we're back with another ARK Insight video. And as you can probably tell from that little thing sticking out behind my shoulder on my left, we are doing the Pteranodon. That's right, the Pteranodon there versus the Argentavis. Dun dun dun! Look at those seedy bird eyes. Alrighty, so some of you guys have requested this one, and we're finally getting around to doing it. We have done a Pteranodon versus Tabajara. If you scroll through my videos a little bit back, you'll see that there. But today we're doing the Argentavis versus the Pteranodon. Now, the Argentavis has a base health of 365, while the Pteranodon only has 210. Now, already, just from the size of the two, you can already tell that the Argentavis is going to be a lot stockier than the Pteranodon, just because look how flimsy and bony the Pteranodon looks. Look at all that. Look at all that skin and bone. While the Argentavis, sorry, is all nice and fluffy with feathers and is very bulky actually if you look at him closely. Now, before we get further into this video, I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone, all the new subscribers, all the new people coming to watch my videos. Thank you guys, it means a lot to me. You guys let me know what you'd like to see and I'll keep making them for you. Alrighty, so let's get into it. Now, obviously their stamina is roughly the same, I believe. 300 stamina on the Pteranodon. Nope, never mind, I am way off in that department. So the stamina on the Pteranodon was 300, while the Argentavis has a total stamina of 750. Now, I can tell you for a known fact that the Argentavis is already going to be able to fly a lot longer than the Pteranodon is, because the Pteranodon is built for speed, while the Argentavis is built for long distance traveling. But for now, enough chit chat. We're going to get into some tests and see how fast they are and see how long their stamina lasts. Alrighty, so we tested the movement speed of the Pteranodon and he managed to complete the course in 3.75 seconds, which is pretty fast. Like, I'm not going to lie, that's probably one of the fastest dinos that we've ever tested doing the course. Now, he also managed to sustain flight for a total of 46 seconds, sorry about that, 46 seconds sustained flight, which is pretty impressive. Alright, so now we're going to move on to the RG. So the RG managed to complete the course in a total of 6.3 seconds, which is just short of double that of the Pteranodon's time. However, the RG managed to sustain speed for a very long time. He managed to sustain his flight for 1 minute and 10 seconds, which is quite a long time in ARK terms. So definitely RG is built for more long-term travels, while the Pteranodon is built for quick getaways and quickly flying away and into dinosaurs. Quickly, we took a look at their weight, and you can see here the RG has a total of 350 weight, while the Pteranodon only has a measly 150. So you have to be very careful when riding Pteranodon that you don't overburden it, as it gets overburdened very quickly, believe me. Next up, we took a look at their turning radius, and you can see here that the Pteranodon's turning radius is pretty on point. It's centered, it's very nice and even. Even when we go sprinting, he's still managing to keep a pretty tight circle considering of how fast he's moving. So the Pteranodon is definitely a viable option in terms of travel if you want to get somewhere very quick, and he has quite a decent amount of stamina. Even without pumping movement speed, this guy is able to move really fast, so I definitely recommend getting a Pteranodon. The RG's turning radius is pretty much similar to the Pteranodon, able to move in tight circles. However, the RG's turning radius is slightly bigger than the Pteranodon's. You can see here he's not able to stay on the same point like the Pteranodon did. However, when we get into sprinting, he's still tighter than the Pteranodon. The Pteranodon's movement speed circle is larger than this while sprinting. However, the RG is slower, so, you know, they kind of balance each other out. Next up, we took a look at their melee damage. Now, as you guys probably know, the Pteranodon has two attacks. He has his primary attack, which is a little nibble thing, and his secondary attack, which is a barrel roll. Now, the barrel roll is much more viable option because it does a lot more damage than his primary attack. However, it comes at the cost of a lot of stamina, so you're going to want to pump up your Pteranodon's stamina in order to use the barrel roll more effectively. Okay, so the Pteranodon's primary attack does base damage of 18, so all we do is times that by 128.3, which is his melee damage, and that gives us the total amount of 23 base damage per hit. So that's the Pteranodon's base damage per hit. Now his secondary attack is a base damage of 50. So all we do is times that by his melee damage once again, which was 128.3, and that gives us the amount of 64. So per barrel roll, he does 64 at level 1, which is pretty impressive. That's a lot of damage for a Pteranodon. Next up, we took a look at the RG's melee damage. Okay, so the RG has a single attack. You can see he's only got the one attack. He doesn't have a barrel roll or a beaky stab attack or a wing flutter attack. All he does is poke his claws. So this base damage is 20, so all we do is times that by his melee damage, which once again is 125.8, and this gives us the amount of 25. So per hit, the RG is doing 25 damage per hit, which is slightly higher than the Pteranodon, slightly higher than Pteranodon's base damage. However, it pales in comparison to its secondary attack, which is very, very small. Okay, next up we took a look at the things that they could carry, and as you can see from this chart, the RG is able to carry a lot more dinos than the Pteranodon. While the Pteranodon is very limited to what it can carry, the RG is not, and it is able to carry a lot of creatures. You're looking at scorpions, raptors, direwolves, saber-tooths, a whole heap of dinos, while the Pteranodon can only carry, small like dinos such as Troodons, not Dimorphodons, they're the ones that bloody fly, Dillos, Dodos, Jaboas, those kind of dinos. So the RG is definitely worth taming up just for the ability to carry more dinos. Okay, we then took a look at their Torpor, and as you can see from this chart, a level 50 RG did pretty good. It lasted quite a bit of time, while the Pteranodon, not so much. It took a lot less than the RG did, which is kind of a downfall. Next up, the battle to the death. So we are pitting these two against each other. Now, my money is on the RG, since the Pteranodon won't utilize its barrel roll, and the RG has the significant health pool between the two. So my money is definitely on the RG. So we're just going to get them set up, and then we'll bring you guys back. Alrighty, and here we go. They're about to attack each other. We're activating it now. Now we're just going to do a quick summary of the two while they're fighting it out. Now you can see here, the Pteranodon's not even going to be able to hit the RG. This is going to go on forever. So pretty much between the two, I would recommend taming up both of them. You've got the Pteranodon, which is your swift mover through the skies. He can pretty much get you anywhere you really want to go really fast. And then you've got your RG, which is your heavy load carrier. So you're going to, alright, they're really high up. You're going to want to use the RG for metal gathering, take him along with you to haul back metal and other heavy items. Base raids, you're going to want to bring RGs. If you don't have a Quetz, bring an RG. They're much more not more nimbler than a Quetz, but less nimbler than a Pteranodon. So you've got that advantage going for yourself. So you're going to want to have the RG on your team as well as the Pteranodon. And okay, this is bad. They're gone from sight. We probably should have admin command and flown up there, but we're not the smartest of cookies. Now I'm going to say the RG still wins, just on my terms. So yeah, you're going to want to utilize both these dinos. The Pteranodon is capable of taking out alphas. Like, if you haven't checked out my playthrough series, there's an episode there where I'm riding my Pteranodon and I demolish an alpha raptor. Only within a few hits. Granted, it's after the Pteranodon has leveled up quite a bit. I think he has about 500 melee damage. That's still pretty considerable, considering, you wouldn't think a Pteranodon, something that looks weak and frail, would be that strong to be able to take out alphas. There's bonuses of being able to, hit and run tactics you can utilize with the Pteranodon. One barrel roll and you'll be able to take out players in armor. So, you definitely want to utilize both these dinos. But for now, guys, that'll be it for today. Thank you for tuning into this ARK Insight video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. Stay tuned for more ARK Insight video and ARK battles, and let me know what you guys thought of this one down below. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.